Hey guys, I want to welcome you guys to a bonus edition for the Financial Freedom Podcast. And to our valuable listeners, we consider you friends and we want to thank you guys for your time, attention, and for supporting the show wherever you are in the world, whatever time it is. So today's off the top, off the cuff topic is going to be updates about the Financial Freedom Podcast. And we also want to thank all of our sponsors and listeners, supporters, advertisers, affiliates, partners who's continued to support and grow the shows. So we're approaching almost close to 1,000 active viewers and followers. And thanks so much for the dedicated super fans who have reached out, offered comments, suggestions. You know who you are. Really, some of you love the podcast and offering new ways of improving, and that's how we know this podcast is becoming valuable. And as always, this podcast started out and it's gone through one rebrand, but we're always pivoting, innovating, tweaking it, and it's always a constant work in progress. So it's not finished. With that in mind, first thing on the agenda is so when we first started out, I was releasing one podcast a week, and our our guest demand grew so much that I had to start releasing once per day, starting back in December, January, to keep up with the demand. We're still have a slight backlog, but with that one time per day release, it's really relieved some of the backlog. And so if you're interested in becoming a guest on the podcast, reach out to me, Chris at drchrislewmdphd.com, or you can follow me on all the major social media outlet channels. Send me a DM request, and I'm happy to entertain. We're always looking for guests, entrepreneurs, business owners, professionals, executives with a slant towards entrepreneurship, business owners, digital marketing, social media marketing, influencer marketing, as well as the newer tech areas such as AI, Web3, blockchain, as in the metaverse. So I always love talking to people on the cutting edge. So that's the first thing. So we're releasing one per day. Now, starting tomorrow, you're hearing this February 21st, we're going to start releasing twice per day. So that's including we have a bonus series called Podcast Shorts, which is sometimes off the cuff, just random topics that are of interest to me or new news releases, things that are timely, weekly Wednesdays based on the LinkedIn newsletters. So we'll have that. So it's going to be furthermore robust. Third thing is I want to thank all the listeners out there who have DM'd me, emailed me, reached out to me saying how much they love the podcast. And I am aware that certain episodes, starting from 153 all the way to all the way from episode 128 to 153. I am aware of the background audio, and the reason why, let me make a quick backstory is so I've been trending towards more AI automated software that will help with editing, with the podcast editing, cutting out ahs, awkward pauses, things of that nature. And so I've been using this software called Wisecut, and there's an option for the background music. And for some people they love it, and then for some it's kind of a distraction. So moving forward, I'm going to be taking out that background audio. So thanks for the listeners out there who reached out and suggested that. Again, this podcast is always constantly evolving and changing. It's not a final product, and I have bigger visions for where it's going to go. So it's grown so much, but that's only the tip of the iceberg. That's only the icing on the cake. And this shows you that people are out there listening. For example, I haven't missed an episode since, but in the past when I missed one episode in the early days, people reached out to me and asked me, "Oh, where's your podcast?" So that shows you that there's demand for it and that people love it. So, and as again, thanks always for the comments and feedbacks. You can reach out to me on social media, email me. And so that's pretty much it for today. This is really a bonus. It's really an update, just to let you know timely where we are. And again, thanks for your listeners. And we really couldn't do it without you. And with that, we'll see you in the next episode.